Okay, because I keep my word. This is Aaron from the Horror Globe, your Canadian connection, and we're talking about Halloween DVDs, Blu-rays that you really should have, that should be in your collection, or at least give them a shot and watch them if you got Netflix, Hulu, whatever, and see if you want to own them there. But this is the third part. The other two parts are my own channel. So and then we're starting with Tenebrae this time, and this is an Argento classic. For me, this is his best giallo film that he ever made. Yes, and that includes Deep Red. I do kind of like this one just a little bit better. Just a really cool cast. Very trippy film. Great features on this one here, and notice it still has the white slipcover case that Arrow Video used to have before they screwed up and stopped doing these things. Next up is one you've seen on my channel a few times that I've mentioned, and I'll mention it again because it deserves it. That's Reanimator. Great film put out by Image Entertainment on Blu-ray. This thing cost me like less than $10. Packed with bonus features. And there's some really, really great stuff. Also, pick up the Beyond Reanimator movie done by Arrow Video. You may not be the biggest fan of Beyond Reanimator, but more than likely, if you're a horror fan, you're a fan of the Reanimator series. And Beyond Reanimator as this hour-long documentary, maybe over an hour long, on the entire Reanimator franchise, and it is freaking incredible. Next up is one that I always mention here because for the features and the film, and that's The Hills Have Eyes. It's the classic Wes Craven film. You know, the remake's not that bad either, so you may want to do like a kind of a double feature and watch the original and the remake back to back. Not going to speak much on this one because it's one that I recently reviewed on the Horror Globe, and that would be the Slumber Party Massacre trilogy. Check it out, get it, and the tentative fourth one that I forgot to mention before, which is not on the set, but it's kind of like sort of goes with it. It's called Cheerleader Massacre. Who loves Nazi zombie films? Well, one that I got, but I'm too lazy to get up and get right now, is Dead Snow, or Dead Snow, which is the English translation of it. But classic Nazi zombie film, Shockwaves, just a really fun film. This got Peter Cushing in it, Brooke Adams, and who's helping? Flipper. So definitely a very unique and different take on zombies. Great film to check out, especially during Halloween. Picked this one up yesterday, and everybody should really have this in their collection. It's the Alien Anthology. See, I'm tired, guys. And all four movies, of course. The first one is the real horror-oriented one, but all these are good for a nice night of sitting there and just watching. Next up is one of my favorite werewolf movies of all time, and that will be The Howling. The Howling is an incredible movie. Scream Factory put out a great edition, and you're probably wondering why I got this on DVD instead of Blu-ray. Well, at the time, I think the DVD was the one you could find. I was going to Morocco, and this was the day I was leaving. I was grabbing wanted to get this on DVD or Blu-ray, and when I did see them both back to back, I kind of liked the DVD, the look of it, just a little bit better. I really liked the art on The Howling, and it's great. There's some incredible features on this. My favorite being the talking to the producer of all the films. Next up, it's a Halloween classic that gets a lot of bitching, but it's a great film. It's really fun, and sorry guys, I am really tired here. It's Halloween 3: Season of the Witch. Tom Atkins, crazy killing stuff. Just, you gotta see it to believe it. And the cool thing with this, Scream Factory put this out. I grabbed this on Blu-ray as soon as it came out, and the features, yeah, that's all features, and it's really stacked. Does this one have a Horus holograms on it? Because those are really cool. Horus holograms really cool. Anybody that's got a Scream Factory knows exactly what I'm talking about. Next up, of course, would be another favorite of mine, The Burning. I'm a slasher fan, and this is one of the best. I would love to see them do The Prowler on Scream Factory as well. I do have that in the underground, but I'd like to see a really good edition of. Next up is a newcomer to the horror genre and the slasher genre. And That is Orphan Killer. This one you can grab now, guys, on Amazon and on iTunes if you can't get the actual copy from the website, which I really recommend doing. Yeah, they used to have a deal with where you could buy this and the mask for like fairly cheap, and that's what I did. Of course, it comes with a actual CD of like the music, and if you're into like the heavy, like the hard metal stuff, like First Blood, Deception of a Ghost, a new Revolution, Dawn of Ashes, just some really cool like heavy metal bands are on this around the soundtrack here. Movie's great, it's a fun slasher film. Highly recommend it. I think TJ Pyramid would probably like this. He likes a lot of the heavier music. Then again, so would Night of the Creepy Monster Squad, his wife, that's for sure. Next up is she's got a really good review on the Horror Globe. You might want to check out. They both did reviews on different music, which I thought was really, really cool and really, really different. And subscribe to both those guys, by the way. They just have some really fun stuff. I haven't seen them do as much lately, but then again, I haven't been on YouTube as much lately. I gotta catch up with my watching. Next up is Hellraiser, classic film. Don't want to say a lot with this because I'm a horror fan. You really should know. This is a great film. Next up is one I picked up today, actually. My other favorite horror film, favorite werewolf film, and that is American Werewolf in London. I just love this film. It is incredible. It's funny. The effects are amazing. The casting is spot on, and it's got so many quotable lines, so many great scenes. Too bad the sequel sucked ass, but this is a really great movie. Next up is one that a lot of people don't like, but you know what? The first three I thought were pretty good, and some people say, you know, blah blah blah, lack of quality, blah blah, bitch, stuff like that. But you know what? People liked them enough that they went to the theater and saw them, and we're not going to get into this argument that we got into before. They're fun films. The Saw trilogy, the original trilogy, anyway. Like them or hate them, the first three tell a story from beginning to end, and it does. It just tells the story from beginning to end. We see the death, eventual death of the killer, and although they use ways to keep the movies going, the killer is not brought back, and he's not resurrected from the dead, and I give it props for that alone. This trilogy set here is really good. It's got like 5 or 6 discs in it, and they're all uncut versions with crap load features and stuff, and highly recommend it. I mean, a lot of people don't like the Saw, or I'm going to be honest, a lot of people like to say they don't like this movie because it is trendy. To say, I don't like this and I watch this. I don't like this, but I watched Human Centipede and a Serbian film, and those were quite classic. They're not. They're really not. There is no difference. It's all horror. It's all make-believe. It's all fun. It's a movie. Have fun with it. Saw trilogy. Next up is one that I like, but when I first saw this movie, you know what? I didn't like it. I really didn't. Because it did something really, really different. And at the time, I didn't think really, really different was a good idea. But over the years, I have come to like this movie, and I even have won the action figures. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. And of course, the one I got is Chopped Up. I've seen it in my collection before, and it's over there proudly displayed on my movie shelf. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I managed to get through this. I had planned to put more on here. I had movies to show you like Death Valley, X-Ray, Terror Train, From Beyond, things like Hammers and Twins of Evil, the fantastic, highly underrated TV film Darkness of the Scarecrow. And I'm just telling you these right now, I guess, because basically I do not want to get up and get them. And Deadly Blessing and Funhouse, two very highly underrated films by two directors that are extremely popular. So, Prison, another great film. I can go on and on. Bad Dreams, Visiting Hours, love both of those. The whole Fulci series, City of the Living Dead, The Beyond, House by the Cemetery, and so many more. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm sorry if it seemed less coherent in the third one, because basically I'm dropping for sleep, but I promised you guys I would get this video out, and I didn't want to pass out without doing that for you guys. Uncle Aaron cares. Thanks for watching the Horror Globe. My next video will be, I'm not sure, but I'll be more awake hopefully when I do it, because tomorrow's Friday and just got one last day of school, and yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, because right now it's time for sleep, but because my throat's going, I am going to have to grab some tea before I go to bed, and just take it with me to bring upstairs, and just like in case I get my throat starts to hurt a bit. I think I'm coming down with the flu. Thanks for watching, guys, and it is seriously time for tea.